This is a short video on how to set up a harness for an MCP splint or possibly a stable thumb splint. The important aspects of this and some of the tricky parts are what you'll end up having is you'll have a straight piece coming back from the splint. It will be permanently attached to the splint on both sides, whether it's an MCP or stable thumb. And then you will have a jump ring that helps actually connect the bracelet directly to this side. But I think the trickiest part to actually getting this to work well is that on this end, really the best option is to take one of the links and actually try to remove it. And the easiest way for a jeweler, or what we end up doing, is we use more of a sharp pointed tool. Go ahead and put it and pretty much try to hit that spot or just a little bit on either side. This is just a little soldered bar in the middle that ends up being able to pop out, and then you're able to more easily go ahead and place what is a jump ring off the end of the bracelet connected through what is just a hole in the loop. You can see where there's holes in this bracelet where we had it in a different place, but that's the same thing. It's just run through the bracelet there. And then one of the easier ways to actually hook it will be an S-hook on the end. So when you actually look at it, slide it on the thumb, the harness sort of lays down towards the wrist. These length measurements are just how far you want it, so it breaks sort of at the wrist, and then you can wrap the bracelet around. This was with an S-hook, and depending on how tight the bracelet is, will determine how easy it is to go ahead and hook the S-hook onto what is the jump ring or split ring on this side. Then just adjusting or playing with those so that you have the tension that you want and that actually holds the splint back in place. So this needs to be shortened up a little bit, and maybe the bracelet as far as just around needs to be tightened so that it really holds the splint in place. But that's how it basically looked. Two pieces running back to a bracelet. This one is cut into the actual link of the chain itself, and this side just has a round split ring that the two ends meet at, and then has enough space for an S-hook to fit into.